And hopefully... Okay, there we go. Hey guys. Long time no see, I suppose. And welcome to not another StreamYard stream. Isn't that crazy? We're finally moving on from those types of streams and doing streams, like, properly, if you can't tell. I had a bit of technical stuff before that, but, you know. You know me that I rarely do streams anyway, considering my reputation, which I've seen some of the videos people made of me. I haven't even fully watched them anyway, because I know that they're complete rubbish. But we're not focusing on that right now. We're just pretty much testing everything, see everything's okay. Not much of like a setup there, but you know. And it looks like Colors Micah, that's already, and considering the messages, they can hear me pretty fine. That's good. And how I've been doing? I've been doing great. Been doing just fine. Been working on, yeah, just been busy, focusing on things that are more important to me. I mean, sure, there are people that want me to leave the internet or leave the YouTube, but, you know, just so you know, I am not going anywhere. Don't you all worry about that. And, you know, I don't believe in it. I mean, I wouldn't say like rumors, but there's just things I've done which I do regret. But again, why should any of the stuff that I've done 6 years ago even matter? Especially even if there's like compilations of me out there, why should they matter? Especially that one clip of me. That stupid clip is 6 years old. So why should people care about that? That's not even like me anymore. I mean, Money Crane 18, what software do you use to make your YouTube poops? Well, not just my YouTube poops, but any video make. I use Vegas Pro 18. I mean, yeah, I used to use Windows Movie Maker, but that was like a long, long time ago. Way before I did, way before like I started doing YouTube in the first place. But again, those channels are long gone now. For better or worse. Well, Maz, is if you regret your past mistakes and learning from and moving forward from them as a better person in present day, like you have shown us motion. Exactly. So those people who like still believe that the guy who was in Funny Rage 2020 is still me, you are completely delusional. Because that guy that you saw in those clips, and even my recent crash out, that is not me. I mean, at least my recent crash out was valid. And with that clip, it was just for very stupid reasons. But that recent one that I had at the end of May, that was valid. Alright? But again, we're not talking about that stuff anymore. We're here to focus on more positive stuff. And Chris, I'd love to see you make more YouTube poops. Honestly, I wish I could do more YouTube poops, honestly, because the sad thing about it is that not many people even want YouTube poops anymore. My last YouTube poop was a Michael Rosen take on Iron Lung, and not many people even watch that. So as much as I would love to do YouTube poops again, especially since our poop is the exact reason why I want to do YouTube poops again, back in like 2018 when I started Bosch's Studios, it's just going to be a really, really long time before I start doing YouTube poops again, especially a sequel to the Rosen games. Carlson is well built to lately. Like I said, I've been busy. Try to focus on not just my Sonic movie, which I'm still working on, by the way, and trying to hopefully find, 4 more people to fill in the last 4 roles for my movie. That being Orbot, Eggman, Tails, and Rouge. Actually, no, I already found someone that found Rouge. So that makes it as 3. I only need to find someone who could voice Tails, Eggman, and Orbot. Because I did like some temp recordings for all the characters that are in the movie. I realized when I was like doing Cubot, I surprisingly did quite well with him. All I just did do is like Kermit the Frog, but with like a robot filter. So yeah, sometimes just go fill in the blanks. And what's that movie called? You've seen it on my channel trailer, and like everywhere. It's called Sonic Into the Sprite Dimension. Cause do you remember those old Sonic Sprite videos where they have a realistic background with Sonic sprites behind them, with like Speakonia voices behind them? Yeah, those are like the types of videos I made back in like 2011. So that was like a long time ago. So it's all about nostalgia, right? But anyway, hope you like the more impressive layout for my future streams. If if anyone ever bothers with these streams anyway. I know I don't, because most of the streams I used to do just don't really tend well. I mean, nobody even wants to like my last stream, because I'm not counting the ones that I deleted because I don't want to go deep into that drama. My last stream was during one of the updates in Killing Floor 3, and not many people turned up for it, which is quite unfortunate. Although what I expect from like viewers that only came here for like Thomas the Tankin Dankin. I mean, that's so much. I mean, in fact, one of the videos about me even like says that this guy is a Thomas YouTuber, and I'm like, no. I mean, I did have one year where I want to reach out to the Thomas community, but that was like for a special anniversary year for the franchise. But just because I did that thing, it does not mean I'm part of the Thomas community. I'm part of my own community, which brings me to my next point. Brings me to my next point. Fandoms. I hate fandoms so much. I mean, even good ones. I mean, there's not even any good fandoms anyway. But anyway, Angry Birds. Yeah, I know the YouTube poop doesn't have much views, but I really like the Mike Rosen versus Mita YouTube poop. I might have to do a part 2 of that YouTube poop because, well, as it's said in like the ending of the YouTube poop from Michael himself, I pretty much just rushed it because it was at a point where it was during like a time where my computer just wouldn't let any of my programs work. Like every time I started anything, it just wouldn't work for some reason, and it sucks. But it's all okay now. So hopefully with all my computer stuff, it should be work all fine now. So yeah. it probably expect a part 2, especially since now, there's like a second year anniversary of My Side. Or is it Me Side? I've heard My Side anyway. Hey, Mari tunes to me. Why? You got a bad fandom. If you hate fandom, then why been in present? I don't know. It's just a lot of communities. I mean, sure, some communities have nice people, but most of the time, fandoms just tend to be extremely toxic, no matter which one. Whether it be My Little Pony, Sonic, Digital Circus, or even Thomas. Oh yeah, don't get me started on VZ Pop and Loud House. I heard those ones are pretty bad. But yeah, I hate fandoms. I've ranted about it and vented on my my Discord server. I kind of want to do a video about it, but I can't honestly be bothered. I mean, there's like a lot of things I could like vent about, but you know, I'll be more positive because apparently being angry is just not good for me. Not at all. And it calls, oh, and how was the K-pop Demon Hunters movie? If you saw it, then what was your reaction to it? As we talk about that, especially since my What It Sounds Like music video, which my favorite song, by the way, is like doing really well. Okay, here's the thing about K-pop Demon Hunters. When this movie first came out a year ago, I had never understood why it was so popular, especially since I'm not a massive K-pop fan. And I'm still not even a big K-pop fan, but however, the movie, like, it impressed me because I'll be honest, I walked into K-pop Demon Hunters during a sing-along event when I was in cinemas, like a day after my birthday. I walked into that cinema as a critic, wondering what the fuss is all about and why it's so popular. And as soon as the first song played How It's Done, I was immediately hooked. I was hooked in that film. I absolutely adore the movie. Yeah. If toxic fandom is actually past, and I'm not sure about my fandom. Like, is my community that toxic? I mean, yeah, because people like come to my channel expecting Thomas content when really I've been trying to move on from Thomas, which okay, I'll get to the reboot because oh boy, do I have a lot to say about the Thomas reboot. Because I already seen the trailer and like but back to K-pop Demon Hunters. I love the movie. And now I completely understand why people love it. So yeah. I'd say like 9 out of 10 or like 10 out of 10, but you know, you take your pick. It's cool. My favorite songs were Golden, Takedown, and What It Sounds Like. You got mine too. I appreciate the list. I mean, all the songs are bangers, if I'm honest. And yeah, Disney, you're doing quite well with like you did well last year with like Zootopia 2, but yeah, take notes. Now, again, I could go on and on about K-pop Demon Hunters, but I feel like that should be a topic for another day, especially since the movie's like a year old. But I guess I should talk about what people were curious about since I posted that community post. Which, by the way, I feel like I couldn't really do community posts anymore because I feel like I've done it more than videos. And besides, well, you know how people are like around me. I mean, I've seen this stuff. well, not entirely seen them, but like what they've been saying about me, and again, nonsense. I know I did some bad stuff, but that's not me anymore. I'm a changed person, and I'm still hoping to at least be better. But yeah, Thomas 2026. Now, oh, and speaking of Thomas, before the reboot, actually, I'll be watching the Dovetail Direct soon, so this probably won't be a long stream. It's probably being around 15 minutes now. But, I already said in my community post that it's an improvement over All Engines Go, but if I'm being brutally honest, it may be an improvement, but not by much. I mean, the Thomas, Percy, and some other characters are still voiced by kids, which... Okay, I don't want to say I hate it, but it's kind of harsh, but yeah, I'm not a fan. I don't like that. So the scenery looks nice, because like a hybrid between all the eras. Bouncing the gestures hopefully won't be as much as it was in Blubber. And I'm still going to be watching it, but my hopes for it are not that high, especially since, well, considering the fandom's hate towards me, at least currently. Which I know someone might say that they don't hate me, but we all know it's a load of BS. Anyway, Angry Birds 06. Bit late about the reply, but I totally agree with the hate of fandom pop after what I dealt with in the past, and I got to the point when I don't message as much as I used to. Yeah, it sucks, but people just like bring up drama, especially old drama from like 6 years ago, for the sake of just wanting to relive the glory days. If it's even that glory. And will you be able to make more Thomas adaptations considering one of the learned engines? Probably not. Although, if I were to, like, reboot the Alpha Trilogy, which... Come on, guys. Why are you still watching that garbage? I mean, I could reboot the Alpha Trilogy, but somebody already has done that for me with a video called Breaking Point. And even though the creator of the video, like, hates me, like every other people in the fandom, I mean, yeah, it's better than Alfred 1, I guess. Definitely better. I mean, better than using Alfred these days. I mean, I made a post about it as well on my server. Because, yeah, Alfred's creator is in prison, so why are you asking me to use Alfred again? And also for Hazel, yeah, again, just don't expect Hazel to come back either. It's all over and done with. Which you could probably guess why. But let me tell you, if I were to actually, I'm just say it. If I were to, like, do another Thomas video, I would probably make another project. If I had to do another big Thomas project, it would be a complete rewrite on Thomas's Heartbreak. Because, God, that movie sucked. And it doesn't help that the creator, Simon Moby Insane, even said at one point that this movie was made to be better than Alfred 3. Which I say, congratulations, you're a failure. Because, yeah, nah. The old truth is that you want to make the movie better than Alfred 3, just to, like, take a dump on it, and even have Alfred mention Hazel, which, by the way, she would just be like, Al, what are you doing? Why are you bringing me into this? But yeah, Thomas's Heartbreak, yep, it sucks. And they really should have just gone with the original story about the Fat Controller's father passing away, instead of the whole lubby-dubby fanfiction crap that we got. I mean, I mean, yeah, he does say that he likes to take. He said at one point, he was like, "Take your criticism somewhere else away from it." And I'm just like, Sonic, it's the internet. What do you expect? Especially since you're trying to make a movie that's better than Alfred 3. It's like trying to polish a turd. But I guess with my own take on Thomas's Heartbreak, I want to make sure that not only is it better, would it be better than the original, but obviously, yeah, it'll be better than the whole Alfred trilogy combined. But again, just want to really focus on my Thomas stuff, away from Thomas stuff right now, because not Thomas YouTuber. Why not a story of Thomas grieving over the loss of Brill Croft, even though she died too? Okay, that's actually not a bad idea. I might as well just use that instead. Although, do I feel like I feel like some people already done it before, but you know, again, I could do it better. Oh no. Oh god, Jura, what would you rather watch for 2 hours? Thomas's Heartbreak, Archer, and Toast. Long live the Iron Horse. Oh god. I mean, Thomas's Heartbreak is already like 2 hours. Yeah, I got nothing. No comment. Again, just one move on from Thomas, okay? Leave the top. I already left. What are you talking about? You're funny. In fact, keep me away from any fandom, okay? Also, don't know why you're recording this, but okay, you do you. But just if you're expecting to be that the like funny rage, then nope, no more. We already done that whole song and dance about it, so do us all a favor and move on. Oh, please. The Time Sin universe is pretty interesting. Hey, yeah. I mean, the recent one was like a weird. Wow. Merry Christmas. People yeah, you think I don't know that, but I let it slide, okay? Because that does not define me. Again, I know that I'm a horrible person, but I could be better. That's not me anymore. I know I'm still a good person underneath. Because just want to be happy, and we've all made mistakes. Okay? So, no more of that, alright? I was bad, but I could be better. What's the Nimby Jolly gesture? Yeah, I've seen him. About you using 20 smoke for Hazel, I tried a trick with it's Alfred. It's... Okay, I see. It's interesting. Oh, by the way, remember the whole Trevor Davis thing? I mean, people moved on from that, so why can't we all do the same with that one? I mean, yeah, again, what I did was bad, but yeah, I could still be better. again, why do you think I don't do streams like these anymore? Honestly. And we've already been done 25 minutes. Feel like I've done it long enough, but, you know. Well, this is like a quick test about my new streams anyway. If, you know, you actually bother with it. Hi Bosh, how's it going? Doing well, thanks. But yeah, that's pretty much what I want to say. I mean, any more opinions about the reboot? I mean, I guess I could accept Bruno having a child voice because he's like in like had a voice in All Engines Go, but I'm sorry, but the child voices are just like not for me. And by the way, I should like mention, do you want to know also like why I rarely even show my face aside from that one clip? For the reason why I like don't do that is because yeah, people like to fat shame me because there's like a video as well which is like people making fun of me all because I have a double chin. Like that's not cool. I mean, again, yeah, but that was before. That was before I got my shit together. But anyway, yeah, I'm sorry, but there we go. Okay, I don't know why people are still going about this. Like, hey, I'm alright. Again, I'm hoping the Thomas reboot is good. And see, a fun fact about the home turn. I heard you say that, which, by the way, makes that video even worse. So, not only do you accept the fact that you're fat shaming me because I have a double chin, but that one of the people in that video is a creep. So, it's not really looking good for you. And by the way, you voiced Topper McDonald, by the way. So, I guess that's one way of saying thanks for letting me be in your special. I'm not saying who, but you know. Anyway, that's like enough negativity. I mean, especially since that guy had a timeout. And if the guy's like still recording, like don't bother posting on your channel because what are you doing with your life? I mean, the guys who like tell me to get a life, the ones that clearly should be getting a life is people like that guy. What makes it worse that he would also have a obsession of trolling people on the internet. It's not only he's a creep, but it's a trolling obsession. Oh yeah. And they tell me to get a life. I mean, I actually do have a life, actually. I mean, if I didn't have a life, then, you know, I'd be dead. Which, by the way, wasn't there a supposed creepypasta that I was dead? But anyway, I think I've rambled long enough, and I'm not mad. I'm just trying to move on. People always saying hello. Yep, that is like messed up. Have you seen Chuggington before? Yes, I have. I have seen Chuggington, as well as Thomas and like Nick Jr., like Milkshake and all that, but again, trying to move on from Thomas. I'm sticking with like stuff relating to Sonic now. I'm in like a little Sonic phase. As well as like a K-pop Demon Hunter's phase as well. But, you know, topic for another day. But yeah, thank you for coming to these streams. Probably don't expect more streams in future because of, you know, this kind of stunt. And look out for Sonic Into the Sprite Dimension if I ever do find 3 more voice roles. But, you know. I don't even know what to say, but those people are like still like trying to do all this kind of stuff. Well, let me bring it back to bring up both things you said to me back to you. Get a life, please. How much do you like Game Oververse? I enjoyed it. Is this stream staying up? Yeah, most likely. I mean, it's not like any of the other streams before where it was all drama filled, but again, no more drama. That's all I'm just saying. I mean, I know a lot of people like to expose me and all that stuff, blah 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 blah, but that's not me. I'm not a lolcow, I'm not a man-child, I'm just some guy who did really, really dumb things and is trying to move on. So, thank you for watching, thank you for actually being civil, unlike that one guy, and expect more content, I guess, if I actually have the time to actually do more videos. So I'll see you around. Take care.